Hey guys, Rom here, director and head chef of Khmer Angkor restaurant. Should I start again? Yeah. That was unprepared. One of the great things about this salad here, guys, no cooking is needed, no elements is needed, you know, and also no oils added. So it's just a very nice, vibrant, citrusy, refreshing salad that you can have. As you probably see here, you can use chilies of any kind that you want, whether it's medium, whether it's hot, your preference of chili, because this is just an added heat to your liking. If you don't want chili, leave it completely out, not a problem. We've got some green beans, we've got some fish sauce, we've got some tamarind powder. So this one here is going to give you a little bit of that kind of, instead of having that zesty, you're going to have that kind of nice tangy, citrusy kind of taste. That's going to give you a little bit of a different taste to your salad. Over here we've got dried shrimps. You can use dried shrimps or you can use dried prawns. Depends on where you are and how easily you can source this, but that also gives you kind of a nice depth and flavour. Then we've got some sugar. Obviously with a salad or any Cambodian or Asian cooking, you'll know you need that kind of, especially in Cambodian cooking, because that's what I'm showcasing right now. With our flavours, we have a lot of depth in the sweet, the tangy, and the saltiness. So there's a lot of those ingredients together that brings the highlight and the depth of Cambodians' authentic flavours. So we love it sweet, but we love it very sour at the same time, and you need that depth and that balance. And then also we have roasted peanuts. This here, you'll notice it's going to add that little bit extra element to our flavour. And then of course we have shrimp paste. Now shrimp paste, again, a lot of depth and flavour as well, and it enhances the whole, you know, salad kind of thing. So if you're thinking it's a vegan, it's a vegetarian dish, completely not, okay? Because this is what brings out the authentic Cambodian papaya salad. And when every time you're adding each element, as you're tasting, as you're going, you're going to find that it adds a little bit of flavour and a little bit of texture, and everything as it is combined together. Here what we have is we're using lime. Look, lime is actually commonly used in Cambodia. If you can source it at a good price, lime is probably the best thing for you to do. And we actually use the lime together with the skin, so that zest from the actual lime skin will also give it that another flavour to that. Then you'll probably see I've got two types of tomatoes, but they're the same. Generally, we love to use green tomatoes in Cambodia, because the red tomato is only when they're wanting to use it for colour or contrast. But commonly, a lot of green tomatoes actually used in Cambodia. Soups, salads, you name it. Over here, you can get green papaya. Just make sure that you're choosing the green unripened. So not just because it's the colour green, but it has to be unripened, hard, and very crunchy and sturdy, and that's what we want. And then you just need to julienne it, and then we've got some carrots as well. All right. So over here we've got our mortar and pestle. This is actually designed to make the actual salad. Okay. So you'll see it's a clay pot, and then this is just a wooden. So you don't need something heavy. You're just wanting something to combine it. You'll always have a spoon, because as it's combined, that spoon is used to toss, and this is just a pound, the first ingredient. But as soon as that comes in, the vegetables goes in, we're not pounding it, we're just tossing that through. So here we go, guys, let's construct this. Chilies to your liking. I like it a lot of chilies, so that's depending on what you want. This one here is homegrown, so that's why we're using it today. Very nice heat, actually very hot. And then we've got a medium kind of hot chili with that, just to give it a bit of colour. But for this dish, if you love hot, go for it. Use as much heat as you like. The chili goes in, And then we're going to put our dried shrimps. And then we're going to pound this. Sugar to your liking again, you know, but like I said, as long as you can get the balance of that sweet, that tangy, you know, that saltiness, that's what we're aiming for. So your liking, whether you want it less or you're wanting none at all. If you don't want any sugar at all, my suggestion is substitute it with a nice beautiful sweet fruit. Okay, so sweet fruit meaning like if you've got a sweet apple or a sweet pear, julienne that and give that natural sweetness. It's not a problem either. And then we want a bit of tamarind powder. So the tamarind powder you can grab, or you can have a tamarind paste as well. So as you can see, we're just combining that, and it looks like it's a seasoning. So you're going to have a look like it's seasoning because the liquid hasn't gone into there yet. But this is where the fish sauce goes in. And as soon as the fish sauce is going in, there's a bit of liquid in there now. So you can see it's becoming a little bit more moist. Because of the sugar being in there, it's going to bring out the juice, and it's going to start kind of like melting in there, dissolving, sorry. And as you can see now, it's becoming more pasty. Right, so from seasoning to becoming paste. My interest in this salad actually started off with hanging out with my Thai friends, to be honest. So when we went into one of the temple, they were selling this. And the first time, as I said, I was brought up in New Zealand, and being kind of background when I was born in Thailand, I actually had a godmother that was Thai. So I learned to eat a lot of heat, because Cambodian cooking is not so spicy as Thai dishes. So I learnt eating heat because of my godmother being Thai, from Thailand. So when we went to the temple, they were selling this for the donation to the temple. So I thought, oh, I need to learn how to make this myself from tasting the salad, and in time, in years actually, to know. And I was always curious, so I kept asking the lady, what's that she's using. She's a little bit hesitant. I can see that she don't want to tell me, but soon later I realized that she's using shrimp paste, she's using this. But then I learned that when I went back to Cambodia, we actually had this own version. This was actually very authentic Cambodian as well. So in every country that's got their own make, their own take. So in Cambodia, instead of using a lot of shrimp paste, they use actually fermented fish, which actually gives us such a nicer kind of flavor. But I'm telling you, it's very expensive. So that's why we're using shrimp paste in our restaurant, because it does its thing and it's still authentic. Or sometimes they use pickled crab, which you can't get here. All right. So as we got the paste happening, we're now going to add the limes, and the limes is going to give that liquid, and then it's going to kind of refine and loosen or thin out our liquid, our juice. As you can see, I'm just putting the whole thing with the skin on, because you can actually eat the skin too. Now I'm going to show you that as soon as we add that lime in, you're going to see that now it's becoming a very nice liquidy. We're going to go with the tomatoes, and we just want to cut it. Right, the authentic way. If you're not very confident with a knife being in your hand like this, feel free, use the chopping board. You're going to see that I'm not using MSG, because when you're actually using tomato into the salad, it can also help, like it's got a natural kind of like MSG. Yes guys, MSG can be found naturally in your fruits, broccoli, tomato, celery, and this thing as well. So probably a bit more knowledge. I'm not trying to say that I'm promoting it, but I'm just saying that it's not harmful if you're using minimizing. Right, that there is going in. What we want to now is to chuck in a bit of green beans. So the green beans not only gives it a little bit of contrast in there, but it does give you another extra kind of crunch and another flavour, okay? Green beans, string beans, or known as snake beans. Snake beans is commonly used, but in here it's not easily sourced, or it's quite expensive. So any substitute, as long as a nice bean, very crunchy, and that's just what you want. So this is where we go in with our papaya. Just loosen the papaya, loosen the carrots. Okay, and last but not least, roast it and then toast it or whatever you want, and just put it into there, finish it off, and this is what brings out the Cambodian style papaya. I didn't put shrimp paste on there yet. Alright, so not forgetting, sorry, that the shrimp paste has to go in. Just going into there. Sorry, I actually forgot to put this in a bit earlier, but that does go in just before the papaya and the carrot goes in. See, without even adding any water, you can see that it's just so much juice into there already. Now, back home, you can either have this, as I was telling about the noodles that we use, we can either have it with the noodles, with this dish, a rice noodle, or it can be served with sticky rice. And normally accompany it with something crunchy, so a fried item, either maybe crispy chicken nibbles or something like this, or the most commonly accompaniment that we have back in Cambodia is any barbecue kebab, so beef, fish ball, beef ball, pork balls, all of that. And that's the actual Asian Cambodian style street food. So this is the finished product, guys, and normally we have glutinous rice, or known as sticky rice. It's just plain, and that's to accompany with this. If you're not confident with using your hands, you can use chopsticks, you can use fork, whatever it is. Traditionally, we'll have like a finger bowl with a bit of water, so that every time that you're sticking your hands into it, it doesn't get sticky, so the water stops it from sticking. But I won't have that here. I just want to show you a quick introduction. As you can see, the sticky rice is nice and firm, and you actually roll it, and that's actually how you would kind of form into a ball. And why you do that is because all that flavour, as you can see, why I keep that, you know, the sauce, so it's like a dressing that would absorb that flavour into your rice, and then you pick all of that what you want. And as I was saying before, I'm not just lying about the lime with the skin on. You can eat it, so I'll prove to you that you can eat it just by having that now, and then that just goes one mouthful. So you can get the zest from the lime, you've got the tanginess from the tamarind, so, and then you've got that very nice vibrant of fish paste taste in your mouth. It's just all going in there now, and the sweetness from the sugar. So there you go, guys, that's the papaya salad. So yeah, that's the video, guys. If you like the videos that we've done and you want to learn about more Cambodian authentic cooking and what I do and what we're offering, don't forget to subscribe to StoryBites, and yeah, for more videos, keep following us.